I'm just a simple person with ambition. I was always patient and more observant of things, so I can before initiate such act. I used to study architectural drafting for myself to fulfill what I wanted to be. There where I took and enhanced mostly of my skills, visualizing, planning, drafting, measuring, drawing, and producing different art mediums. I read the requirements in the vacant position in your architectural company, and I am confident that I am the one you are looking for all this time. Well then, the specification really qualified my skills and my personality. Within this honor, I could, I will be much reliable and exceed expectations. I am so eager to have the position, and you will not regret if you hired me. Apart from my given architectural skills, I am obliged, responsive, accommodable, reliable, and resourceful. Every task given to me, I identify every idea and basis, accept co-worker opinions, and suggest ideas from within experienced persons within the situation for me to come up with the effective content or perspective or information for the better ideas in order to make work less in error when I'm on it, but more effectively when I'm already done with it. Making sure every drop of time are not wasted. It is rather than rushing into commitment and force-generated ideas. Time must be important, but it is useless if without efficient and accurate analysis, and were frequently done with no strong foundation of objectives related to have guaranteed success, bringing down all concluded work and repeating from the start. It is important for such work and crucial for being architecture personnel to miscompose in the reason that more lives are rely on it. All of my colleagues, even my professor in architectural drafting, witnesses how I work and how I pay attention to every lesson they teach. I am initiative in my work. I'm patiently listening in every ideas. I'm a type of a person who speaks for the sake of righteousness and express the most relevant act and ways of manners of technical basis before arguing. In every situation, I never take advantage and discriminate others. That every time I didn't observe my ideals, where I don't intentionally hurt or respect others, I always feel uneasy and uncomfortable of what I did. The same as I get failed of anything is the way I'm feeling down, because I know that it shouldn't be played as that, and I could possibly make it if I was more observant. It makes me more adapting and wanting more for myself to advance as the more I get failed, even if it means the less problem as it could be more vital after all. I had already the classification the vacant position is suggesting. I studied and graduated in the field of architectural drafting, where there are variant of knowledge, techniques, and ideas I learned. I already make a layout of a building, identified each symbols and drawings, and the standard height width depends on what is the identified building classification. Aware of every architecture rights based on the law that I believe the vacant position of your prestigious company must be studied in the same field of the same career. To manage this position, it is important to know what are you doing and the prepared self to conquer different obstacles, then asking everything, every step you make, because I know at the end I cannot conclude it or claim it completely to be my own chosen path and acquired things after all. Among other applicants who wanted to grab the position, and beside that I am an architectural drafting graduate and I am very dedicated also to grab the position, the difference, the things that I want to be clarified is that I'm not after the position or service salary. Above all, I want a position for me to deliver, to help as much I can do, to give the best services for the convenience of both company and the people it contracted. I always to work hard and give importance to it. I will never back down, and I always to promote the company's name and to make it known as one of the best company to rely in working infrastructure. I'll show how worthy am I, and together will make the company better than what they seen before. I drew different art medium and I am good with it. I drew building plans and it is approved. It shows how am I an architecture student. I cannot directly define the greatest accomplishment I had, because for me, all of my accomplishments are the greatest accomplishment, as those are the strengths I've been bringing till now, and really put me into this field of study. It is not just one's accomplishment, because the harder and complicated work I accomplish, the greater I could refer to myself more, and I tell myself that I am in the right path, that I can be as good as I am just dreaming of myself to say. The only thing is if you have the ambition and dedication with your work, nothing is impossible. Every time I'm getting pressure, I always make myself at its calm state, thinking how my next move, possibilities, and consequences could happen if I worry up. I'll never rush into it. The other way is I always put myself into more focus on my business than other businesses. Plan, arrange, and do what is the most priority between my work. But definitely pressure is beneficial in some point and it helps improving me. As how bad it is how good it be. That someday those pressure are just no matter as how I am are aware of experience comes from my scenery pressure made. I'm a person who is aware of every circumstances I make. So before I judge and base somebody from their looks. So far, I am good dealing with anyone I meet randomly. When I'm working with others, I always accept, observe, and ask their ideas and suggestion before making such decision, so I could make or deliver a messages that will be relatively and more conveniently based on their opinions, to talk precisely and make better communication to each other. I always think I'm motivated to speak or to work with others because there is no man is an island and we need to cooperate with each others in order to live in a harmonized, effective, and productive community, which is most effective in managing a company like yours. For me, success is the basis how we are capable of when we already achieve. In the process of just dreaming or wanting anything, you prepare for yourself or for anyone that you think is reasonable to come true or to reach out and remarkable to achieve. Success is more cherished the more it is difficult to climb, until you see as how far you started and see the views from above. It depends on how hard you work and not how expensive it worth. It only shows how the person doing well in a right way than a person who make it with the easy way. That for me, those are the most relevant before you call yourself success. I see myself 5 years from now, surviving so many different struggle, pressure, and accomplishing so many success in my life. As been nurtured the knowledge along my paths, making me adaptable, independent, and self-conscious, creating more convenient ways in making and ensuring the effectiveness of every infrastructure projects I've been involved, continuing to make life better for me and to everyone, promoting the company's name and to make known of service that is not biased but fair and is real opportunities to anyone.